until we get started with our figure 4 exercises. And figure 4 exercises are just you making the shape of the 4 with your body. And figure 4 exercises are known to relieve sciatic pain. So if you have any of that sciatic nerve issue, the pain that goes in the back of your leg and runs all the way down, also in your low back, these exercises will hopefully help relieve that issue at least for a little bit. And then you can always take these exercises into your regular life and incorporate them if that's something that is an issue for you constantly. So as always, if anything feels terrible, you do not have to do it. Listen to your own personal body. Pay attention to your own personal range of motion. Don't ever try to push it in a way that you will strain yourself. Don't create new injuries. Don't aggravate old injuries. Always make sure you're able to breathe and have a good time. All right, I've got a mat today. That's all we'll need for today. And I'm starting all the way on the floor. I'm not sitting on a yoga block or anything. All right, I guess it's time for class. All right, so let's get started. We're sitting on the floor. Legs are in a comfortable seated position. Rest your arms wherever you like. And then take 2 deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then we're going to start by imagining you have a table right here, and you're going to bring your chin forward, gliding it forward on the table, and then gliding it back, giving yourself 8,000 chins. So now lifting your head up or down, just gliding it forward and back, keeping the rest of your body still, breathing normal. And the next time you retract your head, you're going to glide it right and left. So keep it pulled in, relax your shoulders. Try to maintain that table. You don't want to dip the chin down. Or up. And then stopping in the center, we'll drop the ear to the shoulder. Allow your head to fall heavy to each side and breathe. Still sitting up tall. And then stopping here, we're going to draw 2 circles with your chin. So take it slowly. Notice if any other part of you starts to move. I just noticed some weird motion in my toes. A little bit of tension in my toes for whatever reason. Try to calm that down. Just stir your neck. Reverse the direction of the circle. And then finally floating your head back to center. And take a deep breath. All right, uncross your legs, recross the other one on top if they are crossed. And then bring your fingertips to your shoulders and stir just the elbows all the way around. Still sitting up tall, making sure nothing else is moving. Breathing. Reverse your circles. And then stopping here, bring the elbows in and out. And again, there's that table, so trying to make sure everything's not falling. You're just gliding the elbows on that table. Maybe you start to squeeze your back muscles back there. Squeeze. Don't forget to breathe. And then without moving anything else, elbows out, bring one elbow up and one down, right to your side, lifting and lowering. Notice if your ribcage is out. Try to keep your ribcage in. Breathe. And then stopping here, bring your elbows into your waist. And then palms up, we're gonna reach them out and pull them in. And as you do this, try to reach your thumbs toward the back wall. Breathe. And then start to alternate right and left. Keep reaching like you're twisting your thumbs toward the back wall. And then stop with elbows glued into your waist. We're going to twist them in and twist them out. Squeeze your back muscles. Squeeze. Breathe. And then stopping here, reach the arms out and hug yourself, switching the arm that's on top. Feel free to tell yourself how much you love yourself. Yay! And then stopping here, float your arms down, take a rest, deep breath. All right, set the soles of your feet onto the floor. Keep your feet and your knees hip distance. So legs should not be going down like this. Everything's strong, you're sitting up tall. Bring your arms up by your ears, fingertips together. We're gonna shrug the shoulders up and down. And breathe. Keeping everything else still. Start to alternate right and left. And then stepping here, we're gonna draw circles with our wrists. Start to float your arms down. Watch those knees, keep them still. Breathe. And then reverse the direction of the circles, floating the arms back up to the sky. And then at the top, open and close your fists as fast as you can. Watch your knees, make sure they're not going like that. Keep them still. Rib cage is in, stretching up even higher. Alternate right and left like fireworks. And faster for 8, 7, 6, 5, maybe faster. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Bring your hands behind you, palms in towards you, fingers out to the back. Scoot your butt toward your feet. Lift your chest up. And then one at a time behind you, bend your elbows, circling your chest all the way around. Breathe. Make sure your knees are still not wobbling off to the side. Reverse the circle, bending the opposite one first. Still stretching your chest up as high as possible. Breathe in. And then stopping here, we're going to scoot the butt back again. Bring your legs out wide this time. Still with the feet onto the floor. And then one at a time, drop the knee toward the midline of your body, right and left. Maybe start to squeeze side butt, pressing the hip down. Don't forget to breathe. Notice if your shoulders are like this, try to lift them up, elongate. And then stopping here, let's bring the soles of the feet together. Allow your knees to fall off to the side. Rock your body gently right and left as you breathe. If you like, you can pull your knees a little bit closer as you rock. And then start to turn this into a circle again, but leading with your chest, stirring your chest forward and back. All the way around. A little bit of a tug motion with your arms, but not too much. Don't forget to breathe. You can time it with your breath. Inhale as you reach your chest forward. Exhale as you concave your body. Let's do one more time this way. And then we'll reverse the circle. Whee. Inhale, exhale. Breathe into your hips. Tell them what's coming next. Let's do 2 more. And then coming to your stop, bringing your hands again behind you, palms in, fingers out to the back, and then one at a time, bring the knees together, and then open back up. Allow your hips to relax in each position. So don't go fast. Allow them to plop, 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 plop. One more time, right and left. Excellent. All right, place the soles of your feet back onto the floor. Now we're going to do our first figure 4. So take your right leg, externally rotate it from the hip, bend the knee, and place your ankle on top of the left knee. So if this feels terrible, you're going to lower this leg down a little bit. But if it feels good, bring the leg a little bit closer, and we'll start a slow, small rock right and left. Again, notice if you're sinking down like this, try to stretch your neck long. Your spine is long, little rocks. And start to make them larger and larger, but only go as much as you feel is good. Breathing into your hip. There's my knee. I felt that was coming. And just notice what your hips are doing right now. This one's ornery. Why are you angry, hip? This is a really gentle form of that figure four stretch. You can also do this on the chair too if you're ever sitting. You can take that leg, prop it up. All right, let's do one more rock, right and left. And then extend that leg at knee height if you can. Flex and point your toes. Keep your right leg straight. If you'd like a challenge, you can release your arms, but don't sink down like this. Stretch your neck long. Take 2 deep breaths. And then stop at the flexed foot. We're gonna pulse and lift for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Whew. Bend the knee. Take a rest. Deep breath. Excellent. All right, let's do the other leg. So hands back behind you, palms in, fingers out to the back. This time our left leg bends, externally rotates from the hip. That ankle goes on top of the right knee. And this one might feel different, so feel free to make those adjustments however you like, either closer or far. And then start your slow, small rock. Just feeling what's going on in your hip. Breathe. Start to make this rock larger and larger, but only as much as you feel good. This hip might feel a little bit different. Ooh, notice that you're not going like this. I started to sink. Still sitting up tall. Breathing normal. Let's do one more time, right and left. And then stop here. Extend that leg at knee height if you can. Flex and point. Keeping that knee straight by engaging the quad muscle. This one. Then if you like, arms out to the side. Relax your shoulders. Take 2 deep breaths as you point and flex. Make sure this leg is not wandering off. All right, stop with a flex foot and pulse that leg up. Squeeze for 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, lower it down. Relax. Good work. Take 2 deep breaths. All right, we're going to extend our left leg out to the front. We're going to bend now our right leg and make the letter, I knew I was going to say letter 4. The number 4. We're going to put the right instep on the right, you know what I mean, opposite of what I'm doing because I'm facing you, making the number 4 with your legs. So then your left leg is engaged. Engage that quad muscle. You're charging your left heel down into the floor and flexing the foot toward your face. Sit up tall on both sits bones. Inhale, float the arms up by the ears, grow tall. Exhale, fall forward. Try to lead with your chest like you're putting your chin onto your foot. And then drop your chin into your chest and roll back up on an inhale. Exhale it down. Inhale, roll up. Keep charging that left leg down into the floor as you stretch up. 2 more. Last one, we're going to stop at the top. Here we go. Deep breath in, stretch up. We're going to exhale, this time dropping the chin into the chest, reversing the undulation. So diving down and then reaching past your foot. Try to glue your arms by your ears as you reach them up. Here we go. Arms by the ears, flat back, come up. Inhale, exhale down. 2 more, here we go. Reach. Whoo, last one. And then stay here. Keep that foot flexed. Relax the shoulders, but then inhale, reach higher with your fingertips. On your exhale, fall forward. Lead with your chest. Like you're going to put your chin onto your foot again. Don't curve your back. Keep your spine straight and then allow your arms to fall. And then another deep breath in. Lengthen your spine one more time, putting your chin onto your foot. And then exhale, keep the length, just drop the chin into the chest, keep your spine lengthened. Maybe your nose touches your knee, stay here for 2 deep breaths. On your inhale, maybe lengthen more. On your exhale, maybe you find more depth.
And then use an inhale to roll up through your spine, one vertebrae at a time, bringing your head up last. Excellent. And then relax your foot, shake it out, take a deep breath. And then shake this leg all the way over to the side. So now it's wide. And we're going to take the sole of this foot and we're going to try to prop it up. So both legs are externally rotated. You're going to take your left hand and grab onto your right ankle. And then you're going to reach your left ear to your right leg, and your right arm's going to reach overhead by your ear. So notice if you're like this. If you are, try to stack your shoulders, press this heel down into the floor, stretch this knee away, take 2 deep breaths wherever you are, lengthening your spine on your inhale. Exhale, maybe you touch your foot. Where's my foot? And then use an inhale to come all the way back up. And then exhale, come down. We're going to shake out the legs, bring them in the front. Sitting up tall, take 2 deep breaths. All right, let's do all that on the other side. So this time our right leg, this one, is out. Left leg is bent. Place the sole of the foot as high as possible on the inside of your thigh. This time, your right heel's charging down into the floor. We've got right quad muscle engaged to keep the legs straight. All right, everything's solid. Both hip bones are on the floor. Inhale, stretch your arms up by your ears, grow tall. Exhale, fall forward, leading with your chest, like you're gonna put your chin onto your foot. And then drop your chin into your chest and roll back up on your inhale, shooting the arms back up by the ears. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Keep charging that right leg down into the floor. We have one more undulation this way. Stop at the top, deep breath in. This time, exhale, chin falls into the chest. You go down and then reach past your toes to come back up in all one piece, like flat back. Here we go. Roll it down. Inhale, arms by the ears, you come up. All right, 2 more. Charge that leg down as you lift. Last one. Woo, stop at the top, deep breath in. Exhale, fall forward, charging with your chin out. And then when you can't reach anymore, allow your arms to fall down onto your leg, wherever they fall. It's okay if you're not grabbing onto the heel, you can grab here. But then another inhale, lengthen your spine, chin goes onto your foot. And then exhale, drop your chin into your chest and allow yourself to fall heavy down into your forward bend. And take 2 deep breaths here. Again, if you can think about your spine elongating on your inhale, create more space, and then exhale, maybe you find more depth. And then use an inhale to roll yourself up, 1 vertebrae at a time, bringing your head up last. And then shake out your leg, take a deep breath. Shake that leg over to the side. All right, make sure you're in a comfortable seated position. You can sit up tall, charging that right heel down into the floor, and then engaging that quad. This sole of foot goes to the floor if you can. All right, this time we're reaching with our right hand, grabbing onto that left ankle. The right arm's gonna reach over by the ear. Trying to grab onto that right foot. Stay here, reaching this knee away, pressing this heel into the floor. 2 deep breaths. Remember, if you're like this, try to stack everything up. Where's my foot? I can't reach this one. One day. Oh, it's today. Excellent. Come up on an inhale. Whoo, exhale, let that go. Shake it out. Take 2 deep breaths. Sit up tall. All right. Let's go to our hands and knees. So find yourself stacked underneath your joints. So palms right underneath your shoulders, fingers spread wide, knees underneath hips, and parallel feet behind you. And then tuck your toes under. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, send your hips up into the sky, downward dog, and then start to lift and lower the heels right and left, one at a time. Shifting your hips side to side, getting a little motion there. breathe. Then stopping here, let's lift both heels at the same time, up and down. You can keep a soft bend in your knees. Remember, don't lock out your knees ever. Engage the quad muscle. Let's take a moment here in our downward dog. Reach your heels to the floor. Push the floor away with your arms. Reach the top of your head where your fingertips are pointing. Stretch your hips up to the sky. And take a deep breath. All right, set your knees to the floor. Bring the tops of your toes to the floor. Bring your toes together. Sink your hips onto your heels and relax in a child's pose. You can shift your hips right and left if that feels good for you. You can just stay motionless and breathe. All right, then stopping here, we're going to use an exhale to push ourselves back to our hands and knees. So deep breath in. Exhale. Parallel feet, tuck the toes under. Deep breath in. Exhale, downward dog. Stay here for a deep breath. Again, sending that energy out through those 3 points you're making with your body. Stay strong. And then stretch your right leg back with a straight leg pointed toe. Careful not to lift that hip. So if you feel like your hip's going like this, pull your belly button deep toward your spine. Squeeze your right glute and pulse your leg up to the sky for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring the knee into your nose. While it's there, you're going to shift your weight forward, externally rotate the leg from the hip, and come down into your pigeon pose. Boop. So letting the tops of the toes rest onto the floor there. It's okay if your hips not up. We're just going to take some rocks right and left in our pigeon, which is kind of like a figure 4 stretch. Just breathe. This time we're squeezing left glute. And we'll do 2 more rocks right and left. Really try to squeeze that left glute. Press your left hip down into the floor. And then stopping here, keep that left leg extended. We're going to tuck the toes under. Strong, lengthen through the heel. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. We're going to go back into our downward dog. So step that foot back. Take a deep breath in and out here. And then set your knees to the floor. Tops of the toes can rest. Bring the toes together. Sink your hips onto your heels and relax in a child's pose for 2 deep breaths. Take another deep breath in. Exhale your way back to hands and knees. Feet are parallel. Tuck the toes under. Deep breath in. Exhale, downward dog. Another deep breath when you get here. Move away from the wall. All right, you're strong in their triangle shapes. Send your left leg back, straight leg pointed toe. Don't lift your left hip. Keep your 2 hips in line. Pull your belly button deep toward your spine. Squeeze your left glute and pulse your leg to the sky for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee into your nose. While you're there, shift your weight forward and then externally rotate your left leg from your hip, sending your left leg down into your pigeon on the other side. Let the right foot go tops of the toes resting down into the floor, and then just start your rock right and left. This time we're squeezing right glute, pressing right hip down into the floor as you rock. Don't forget to breathe. I haven't done this in a while. This is such a good stretch. I hope it's good for you too. Okay, we'll do 2 more right and left. Squeeze. All right, keep your right leg extended. Tuck those toes back under. Extend that leg straight. Engage. Take your deep breath in. Exhale, put your left leg back into your downward dog. Take another deep breath in and out here. Again, send that energy down through your palms and your fingertips. Reach it up through the sky through your hips and down through your heels. And then set your knees back to the floor. Rest the tops of your toes to the floor. Bring the toes together. Take a child's pose. Relax. 2 deep breaths. All right, we're gonna roll up through our spine. So keep your chin tucked into your chest. Try to keep your hips onto your heels as much as you can. Drag your arms as you roll yourself up to your kneeling position, bringing your head up last. Excellent. All right, let's go to our seated position. So finding yourself like this. Let's have our knees and feet hip distance. Have your toes facing forward. Feet should be flat onto the floor. Let's do a slow roll down for a count of 8. So really try to feel each vertebrae being placed onto the floor one at a time, as if your vertebrae are a pearl necklace and I'm going laying you down to rest. So bring your arms out in front like a zombie. Take a deep breath in, relax your shoulders on your exhale, and then start your descent, curling your chin into your chest, rounding your back, belly button to spine for 10, 9, 8, 7, don't crash, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you reach the floor, float your arms down by your side and step your feet a little bit closer so that your heels are right underneath your knees. Keep your knees and feet hip distance. And then take a deep breath in. On your exhale, pull your belly button deep toward your spine, squeeze your glutes, and float your pelvis up. Once your pelvis gets up to its highest height, make sure your shoulders are relaxed, and then pulse by squeezing low butt, belly button to spine for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then stay and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, maybe higher, and then soften and lower from top to bottom, one vertebrae at a time. Once your hips touch the floor, float your knees into your chest, hug them close, rock your body right and left, and breathe. Don't roll over. Whew. All right, then we're gonna set the sole of the left foot onto the floor, left leg is bent. Externally rotate the right leg from the hip and set that right ankle on top of the left knee. Figure 4. All right, bring your arms back down by your side with your palms down. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, pull your belly button again deep toward your spine, squeeze your low butt, and float your pelvis up and back down again for 8. Squeeze it up. 7. Inhale. Exhale, keep your shoulders relaxed. For 4, 3, 2, last one, stay in pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, just low butt, 4, 3, 2, then hold and stay and squeeze for 4. Relax your shoulders. 3, 2, take a deep breath in. Exhale higher. Woo. And then soften and lower from top to bottom, one vertebrae at a time. Keep the configuration of your legs. If this is a good stretch for you, you can stay here or float that left leg up. If you can, reach your fingers underneath your left thigh, interlace them, and hold your left leg tight, close. If your right elbow reaches your right knee, you're gonna also gently push that knee away as you pull your left leg close. Relax the shoulders, take 2 deep breaths. If you can, straighten your left leg. Take another deep breath. And then bend that left leg again. And if you can reach the outside of your left shin, interlace your fingers, grab onto that shin, pull it close, relax the shoulders. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then uncross your legs, fold both knees tight, take a deep breath. Right, other legs turn, set the sole of the right foot onto the floor. Externally rotate the left leg from the hip, left ankle goes on top of right knee. Make sure your heel is right underneath your right knee. Feet are facing forward, arms are down by your side. Relax the shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale, belly button to spine. Pull back as flat into the floor. Squeeze your butt, lift your hips up and back down for 8. Inhale, exhale. 5, 4, keep breathing. 3, 2, last one, find your max and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep telling your shoulders to relax. Don't use them to lift and stay for 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift it higher. Woo! And then soften and lower from top to bottom, 1 vertebrae at a time. And then if this is a good enough stretch for you, you can stay or lift your right leg up. Interlace your fingers underneath your right thigh, clasp them, pull your right leg close. Left elbow reaches into left knee, push it away as you pull your right leg close, relax your shoulders, take a deep breath. And then if you can, straighten your right leg. Take another deep breath. And then bending that right leg again, this time interlacing the fingers on the outside of the right shin, pulling the right shin close. Woo. 2 more deep breaths. Try to relax your shoulders. Then uncross your legs, place one hand on either knee and stir your knees out and around and just breathe. Reverse your circles. And then set your feet to the floor, wider than your mat, keeping your knees bent. Bring your arms out like airplane wings with your palms down, and then one at a time, drop the knee toward the midline, right and left. Squeezing your glutes. Squeeze. All right, and then stop here, extend that left leg straight down flat onto the floor. Bring your right knee up. Place your left hand on the outside of that right knee, and then pull the right leg over to the left side of your body. Trying to get that knee to touch the floor. Keep your shoulders on the floor. Turn your head all the way to the right. And then take 2 deep breaths here in your spinal twist. You can give your palm gentle pressure on the outside of that knee, coaxing it to the floor. Every inhale lengthens your spine. And then maybe your exhale finds a little more twist. And then use an exhale to roll yourself onto your back again, pulling both knees into your chest. If you can, reach around your legs and clasp onto your elbows. Pull your legs really, really close. Try to relax your shoulders onto the floor. Take a deep breath. All right, then left leg stays bent. Allow your right leg to fall down flat onto the mat. This time, right hand goes on the outside of that left knee. Left arm goes out to the side. And then take your left leg over to the right. Your hip can come off the floor, but leave your shoulders onto the floor. This time, our head turns all the way to the left. Maybe your left ear goes on the floor. Maybe your left nose goes on the floor. Wherever you are, take 2 deep breaths. When all the air is gone in that last exhale, roll yourself completely flat onto your back and find a place of relaxation for a little bit, allowing your arms and legs just to fall where they like. Close your eyes and return to your breath. Feel the energy of your body as it slowly starts to calm down. And focus a little bit of energy on maybe places in your body that are having trouble relaxing. You might notice that you're holding tension for whatever reason. Bodies like to do that. If you find that tension, just breathe, exhale. You can talk to your body too. Tell it to relax. And as you tell your body to relax, make sure you thank your body for all the work you just did today. In particular, the muscles of your hips and glutes, the muscles of your abs, and all the muscles of your legs in our figure 4 stretches. And if you're feeling like you need a little bit more relaxation, you can totally just stay here, allow your body to relax. Or if you're ready to get up, let's do our giant sit-up. So glue your legs together, engage your leg muscles, flexing your feet, opening your eyes. Place your arms up overhead, right beside your ears. Reach your fingertips across the room. Take your deep breath in. Exhale, giant sit-up. Yay. Excellent work. I hope everyone had a really good workout in our figure 4 stretches. Like I said before, the figure 4 position is a really good one if you have sciatica. So that's that pain in that lower back, that the sensation down your leg. It's pretty terrible. This is supposed to relieve all of that sensation in the different positions. So pass that on to anyone who has that issue, or if you have that issue, maybe you can incorporate these exercises into your daily routine. If anyone has any questions, I'd be happy to answer. Here I come closer. I'll unmute everyone.